stars enforcing them in. Jacobs endorsing the deals. We got the coop full of krills. We shoot more than Shaquille. This ain't Buffalo, but my hood stay with the Bills. I'm with it down from Brazil. Them chicks I'm raising ain't hormones. The feds, man, we move.
Alright, see if the old girl wants to start up for us today. So went through the laptop and made some changes to the tune to try to clean up a couple of issues. There's a couple of things going on that I've noticed in the course of time. I'm kind of messing with the tune to figure out how we can fix them. So that's what I want to try to do now. So one of the things I've done is I've noticed, first of all, when I turn the headlights on, the EFRs go really lean. And I think I figured out why that's happening. So I'll show you what I mean. So sitting around 12, just idling here. That's pretty happy for this car. As soon as I turn the headlights on, it'll kind of switch lean. See, it's starting to swoop. It's like hopping up to 13, headlights on, and it gets worse if I turn the cooling fan on. Whoa, see, it's got really bad. And it had to correct. And so one of the ways that I'm combating that is by changing the dead time in the injectors so that basically the computer will add more fuel whenever the system voltage is low. So when the system voltage is too low, the injectors don't open as quickly, they don't open as fully, I guess, and they have to be open for longer. So whenever you do things like turn on the cooling fan and that voltage dips down, the time that the voltage is down is affecting the fuel injector's ability to put enough fuel in. So I've changed the dead time for that. But another thing I've done is I've noticed that on tip-in, when you first start to push on the throttle to rev the engine, or if you're in gear and you're driving back to the staging lanes, it's got kind of a hiccup. Like, it hesitates. And the issue with that, I think, is in my fuel enrichment. But there's an obvious hesitation. And so to fix that, I've added a little bit more enrichment on that change in throttle position, so it just gives a little extra burst of fuel to accommodate that. We're going to try to fix the tip-in hesitation, and we're going to try to fix the leaning out whenever the electrical loads become high. I also programmed a boost cut in there, which we've never had before, which is just foolish. I mean, if you have the opportunity to use boost cut, it should definitely be something that you utilize, especially when you're using an eBay friggin' manual boost control. I mean, anything could go wrong, and we could be over boosting stuff. So we are running boost cut now as well, and we're gonna try to clean up this tune a little bit.
Oh my God! Do it again! How about? Yeah! Hell yeah!
Alright, so we got the tune flashed onto the ECM. Oh, hey.
Hi, how are you?
And everything's really good. The hesitation is gone. We got to try out the boost cut on our two-step, and it's working. I might need to raise it up a little bit because apparently we're spiking past the boost cut point.
That's okay.
We shot some fire out of the exhaust on two-step, which has never happened before, and it's like doing it consistently. So it's holding a good 12 AFR, whether the lights and blower or lights and fan are on or not, and throttle response is on point, and it shoots fireballs now.
A1, baby.
Next week we'll have our new handbrake, and we'll try that whole fiasco again. I'll have you start tearing the steering wheel off while I start dealing with these lines.
Okay.
What if I
Me and Jackson are gonna stand here.
all around?
Yeah!
Eat delicious alcoholic cherries.
And there's Jules.
What do you open there, Steve?
This is the new handbrake.
Whoa.
It's not different or improved at all over the last version we had, but this one's not totally effed up. So,
Cool.
so we went ahead and just bought another one.
That's the ideal way for it to be.
Remove the old one. Get it out of the way. We're gonna try to get our lines connected before we bolt it down, so then we don't have to. We got a little more wiggle room. And here we have the steering wheel hub for this steering wheel. This thing's pretty sweet. That's a nice little mono steering wheel that used to be in Harry's car. That's pretty cool. It's a little bit better than, it's an upgrade over our O'Reilly's $20 piece that's in there now.
There you go.
That's an actual race right there.
Yeah, this one actually is kind of cool. And then another thing we got going on that Harry just handed to us is this big puppy. This is a humongous turbo that we're gonna kind of explore our options with it. It might just work out for our cause.
Here's the new turbo for my car.
Hell yeah.
Tinier one.
So Harry,
Cute. This is very
decided
nice.
that that turbo was a little ambitious for his project, so
Way too big.
he got something smaller that'll be a little bit easier, a little more usable.
Ruh-roh.
Is it clearly just too small?
It looks pretty
Lines are
close.
just way off, probably.
No, it's too small. Oh.
I had a feeling. This handbrake has been the biggest disaster.
I know, dude.
Well, the handbrake was once again a failure. This is the second eBay hydraulic handbrake that we bought, but it seems like the flare nut just doesn't tighten down enough to press the press the flare into the tool or into the handbrake. It's like that's completely torqued down just to the max, and both of them are just loose as hell in there. So
Oh well.
now we're gonna put another union on to just bridge them back together. Try again eventually.
Have a new turbo.
We got a new turbo, but I think we're a long way from being ready for that. We also got the hub for the steering wheel that didn't fit our steering column shaft. So, old steering wheel went back on, handbrake, still not in use, total waste of a night.
Yep.
Anything you want to add?
Nope. It's about everything.
Go. Hold on, dude. This is prime Jackson from work attitude right now. Matt, tell me about how Jackson's become the most negative energy at the shop.
He's just so angry all the time.
So miserable, dude.
This afternoon I was asking what was wrong, so he was so mad. He was just like, I don't know.
Harry is like, Harry is raging right now. Matt, why did you get Harry so upset,
No,
dude?
dude, everybody around here is real angry. I don't understand why.
Dude, Harry gets most upset right before we do a bunch of free labor to his car. All
That was just crazy.
right, so what holds the top of it in place? Okay, oh, it only needs one.
Yeah, so we'll just have to do one.
So where does that supposed to sit? That's supposed to sit right here.
Just like that.
Okay, so we just need to relocate this guy
Yeah,
towards the
right
middle.
here.
Oh yeah, it's almost like the same hose connection and everything. Well, jack this bitch up. And get to work, dude. We're gonna hang out and drink beer and watch, as usual. Yeah!
Coming out for the first time.
For the first time! Now let's get this condenser out of here, because this condenser ain't doing nothing. It hasn't condensed in years. Old radiator, got rid of the condenser, these little cooling fans. Jackson, dude, your locks, bro.
Mane.
Wow. It's like a lion's mane.
He's much like a lion that way.
Please don't drop F-bombs. This is a family show.
This is not a family show!
Don't carry over your anger from work to the seat.
For real, though.
Dude, just...
See, we're all just trying to have a good time. Boom!
Put it in, baby. Let me get... Oh, shit.
New one's going in.
Spicy two-step. I wasn't prepared to do wiring tonight. I didn't bring anything for wiring. You got
Damn
wire
it.
strippers and trippers and stuff?
Yeah, I think
Well, finally you bring something to the party, Harry.
Hell yeah,
Oversized turbochargers and undersized radiators.
Manifesto that,
One of the issues that I experienced on the test drive was a lot of clunking sound during acceleration. And I just found that this U-joint on the prop shaft, whoa, don't stand on that, dude, step off. This U-joint on the drive shaft was really loose and clunking around, so we're gonna replace that U-joint. And and get that back installed. Also, the other issue I found, a real big oil leak whenever the engine's running. And it doesn't really leak just sitting here that bad, but when the engine's running, it leaks bad. And what I found was up here in this little oil filter canister, all the oil's coming right out of the bottom of that there. So that's the oil filter right here. It's totally covered in dirt and mud. But down here at the base of it, you can see how wet everything is. And it's just steady leaking out anytime the engine's running. So that'll be an easy fix too. This is the oil filter element case or cartridge or whatever. It's nasty, but there's a gasket that goes right here, and then there's like an element that sits inside it. And the element was either missing or these chunks are what's left of it. I'm pretty sure it was not in there though. So I think it's got like a metal cage, but it was leaking out of there. So we're gonna do that U-joint and new gaskets and a clean up on that cartridge, as well as put a filter in it. Fresh oil change, spark plugs, and then she'll be good to drive, I think. I got the brake pedal issue worked out just by bleeding the system really well. First press, it's got pedal immediately. So it's got nice firm pedal, so I won't have to pump the brakes anymore when I'm stopping.